Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Coregeut 2010A Bronze Bay. Let's start out with the wrist check. I'm wearing my Citizen Nighthawk helicopter watch, and Grego's wearing my Blue Angels World Chronograph. Grego asked Princess Leia if she had a part-time job when she was in high school. She says she worked at a Cinnabon, but it wasn't a very pleasant experience. She saw things there that would make your hair curl. Here's the watch. Normally I like to show the box the watch came in, but this was just packed in a plain styrofoam container. This is an homage to a Tudor Black Bay. I've been calling it a Bronze Bay to avoid those pesky trademark issues. In actuality, it is made of a stainless steel, so don't expect any of that bronze patina stuff. I chose the blue bezel colorway. There's also a brown bezel colorway. The watch is 40.9 millimeters at the bezel, 50.8 millimeters lug to lug, 13.5 millimeters thick, has a 22 millimeter lug width, and weighs 108 grams on the supplied leather strap. It has a 90-click unidirectional bezel with an aluminum insert. 90-click seems an odd choice, but it's quite common with these Chinese homages. The actual Tudor is a 60-click. Aluminum is also the Tudor choice, as the Black Bay line is supposed to resemble vintage watch lines of the past, and ceramic is still fairly new. However, the Tudor Black Bay with the ceramic case also has a ceramic insert, because to not have it would be just stupid. The bezel action is just okay. The clicks are loud, but they have a spongy feel. Also, there seems to be a slight wobble when you push on one end of the bezel. When you clean it, it clicks sometimes. The numbers and the markers on the bezel are very nice. If you look at the loom pip, it's centered on the bezel and not the triangle. Seems to line up nicely. The dial is black, which is more in keeping with the Black Bay Heritage models. The indices are a lot like the Black Bay Heritage models also. The bronze Tudors have dials that match the color of the bezel. The actual bronze Tudors have numerals at the 3, 6, and 9. I noticed that Coregeut offers a dateless brown colorway version with the 3, 6, and 9, but not in the blue. I wish they had a blue dial option. The Coregeut branding is printed on. There is also a sterile option. I'm not a big fan of sterile options because who are you fooling? It then gives a depth rating of 200 meters, which contradicts the 100 meters in the published specs. I'd go with the 100 meters. Then it says rotor self-winding, which is 2 words too many to say automatic. The hands are Tudor-style snowflake hands. Unlike the Tudor, there is a date at 3 o'clock. The date works well with the white indices, and I think it's a good addition. The unside and screw-down crown is nice and large and easy to use. There doesn't seem to be a Coregeut logo anyway, so inside is fine. The crown pops nice when unscrewed. I was surprised by how few turns it takes to screw it back in. The stainless steel case is brushed and PVD coated to make it look like bronze. It's more of a copper color, really. It's a nice looking color. The crystal is sapphire and I tested it. Unfortunately, it has the same issue I've had with other affordable watches with sapphire crystals with no AR coating. The crystal is hard to see through. The screw-down case back is really flat, and it lets the watch sit nice and flat on your wrist. It is coin-edge Tudor style, so you need a coin-edge opener to open it. There is no writing, which is typical for Rolex, but not Tudor. Usually Tudor has writing around the edges here. You're given the choice between the Miyota 8215 or the Seagull equivalent. I chose the Seagull because it was cheaper, plus I thought it would be more informative to review the Seagull. Unlike the Miyota, the Seagull hacks. When I first did a time graph, it was running a disappointing 17 seconds fast. Then I checked the watch for magnetism with this compass here, and I noticed the needle moved quite a bit. 3 zaps with my demagnetizer, and now it is running an excellent 2 seconds fast. The supplied strap is leather The inner shell is nice and soft and comfortable and does not need a break-in period. The outer shell, though, is really shiny and it just looks cheap. It has a really cheap looking appearance to it. I'm not sure if it's even real or not. I guess it says it's real, so I'll assume it's real. Basically, I don't like the strap just because of the outer shell. So if you buy this watch, I would recommend getting another leather strap. One odd thing I noticed too is that if you look at the slots and the lugs, it has two sets. I don't know if that was done deliberately or if this was a manufacturing mistake. Maybe it needs the other slots if you put a fitted bracelet. And maybe if they figured if you put the leather strap in the outer slots, it just leaves too big of a gap between the lugs and the case. The deployment clasp has the Tudor shape. Unfortunately, it does not match the color of the case, which seems like a missed opportunity. A bronze Tudor has a matching buckle instead, as a bronze deployment clasp would have too much bronze touch to the skid. So I guess at least you're getting the deployment. It'd just be nice if it was the same color. The clasp is solidly built, but the function took a little bit of getting used to. It's not a butterfly like the other ones I've been buying from AliExpress. You have to fold it over and then put it through this latch here, and then you press it down to lock it. It's just unusual compared to other clasps I had. Took a little getting used to. If you do want a color match clasp with the Tudor design, I found a few rose gold options on AliExpress, but they were much more than $2 to $3 that I usually spend for a clasp at AliExpress. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. Once again, that really short case back makes it sit nice and flat on my wrist, so it wears very well. But once again, this shiny clasp just doesn't go with the case. Here's a Loom Test with my Pagani Design Seamaster Homage, which has decent but not spectacular loom. I usually do it side by side so as not to give the false impression that the loom is poor due to my camera. In this case, it is so you don't get the false impression that the loom is actually good. As we speed up the clock, the Coregeut falls behind the Pagani quickly. What is more troubling is that the hands fade before the indices. The best thing seems to be the loom pip, but without the hands, a loom pip is useless. What do I like about this watch? Well, I really like this brush case. It's really nice looking. Has a really nice color to it. Good brush work. Sits nice and flat on your wrist. Really good case. I like the blue bezel. Has a nice deep blue color. And the lettering and the marking looks really good. I like the fact that it comes with the deployment clasp, even though it's not color matched. It's still nice, always nice to have deployment clasp with a leather strap. And I like the style. It looks a lot like a Tudor bronze. Looks nice. What are my gripes and groans? Shiny leather strap is too shiny and looks cheap. The deployment clasp does not match the color of the case. There's a little bezel wobble. Sometimes you can hear it click when you push on it. This is not a real bronze watch. This is just coated stainless steel. And the loom isn't very good. Very substandard loom. Do I recommend this watch? If you're looking for the bronze Tudor look, then this watch will scratch your itch and suit your needs. But at around $100, there are so many better watches for the money. So if you're not specifically trying for that Tudor bronze look and just want a decent, affordable watch, I would give this one a pass. I think you can do better. Well, thank you for watching my review of this Coregeut Bronze Bay. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with another review or unboxing. Bye.